Now moving forward, we have from Huawei Nepal Technologies Co Limited, one of the bronze sponsor for today's summit. I would like to call upon Mr. Gong, a Senior Data Center Solution Expert from Huawei. Let's give a very big round of applause, everybody.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I'm very happy to stay here and participate in this summit in Nepal. It is said, where we stay higher, we can see fire. And now we are at the roof of the world, so we can see fire. I do believe this summit will do much help to the data center in future in Nepal. And I also do believe this summit, we work and discuss together, we are much helpful to the data center in Nepal. Okay, now I will start my presentation. My presentation topic is just the AI, just the establishment of maximum data center facility. Because today we are just focused on the facility part. Please go to the next slide. Okay, next one. Okay, as we know, Huawei maybe just is famous for his smartphone and for its 5G. But actually, Huawei is a huge company. They have so many product lines. And network energy is just one of the product lines. In this product line, we can provide different products and solutions. For example, we can provide telecom energy products, and also we can provide data center facility. That is we are today, in future, next time we have to introduce to you. And also we can provide smart panels, solars, and also we have the solution for the smart car, and also we have some solution for the BMP. Okay. This slide is just a brief achievement about Huawei network energy product and revenue and achievement. From this slide, we can see during the past 5 years, our revenue is just from just less by 1 billion to just go to 3 billion in 2018. And it's growing very fast, almost 20% every year. And also we just give many awards all over the world. For example, we get the Smart Data Center Award from the Data Center Dynamic. And also the Green Data Center, we also green. And also, additionally, I want to point out, we are the Asia Pacific founder member of the APA Institute. Okay, this part, we are just brief introduce about the Huawei products for facility. What can we provide? And what can we together to provide for the facility part? Okay, this is just a total overview, the scenarios of Huawei products for facility part. We can provide, in word, we can provide the end-to-end solution to our customer. And also we can provide a turnkey solution to our customer. From this scenario, we can see, we can also provide a subsystem, also we can provide total solutions. For the subsystem, we can provide the critical components for the facility part, such as UPS, air conditioner, and for the DCM systems. And also for the solution part, we can provide the indoor solution and outdoor solution. For the indoor solution, we can provide the micro DC to the large DC. Micro DC maybe just one carburetor, integrated everything. And the large DC just maybe the national data center, similar like this. Okay, this is just the indoor data center. And also we can provide outdoor data center. As we know, Nepal is maybe just a country full of earthquake. Also we can provide the prefabricated data center. We also call the container data center. This data center is more reliable and we can shorter time to run business. This data center, we have get the report from RT earthquake maybe for 9 period. Also do fault report. And also we can provide maybe just all-in-one data center, just small data center. And also we can provide a larger data center, just like a building. It means in future, we don't need to construct a house to just host your data center. All 90% of the data center is finished in our factory. It's manufactured by our very professional workers and very professional engineering. And we also do pre-tested in our factories. It means on-site work is very less, almost just 10%. Okay, this is the good news for our customer and also for our partner. For our customer, it's very hard to find a suitable site to construct the data center. But if you choose for prefabricated data center, we can choose just a land to host data center. For our partner, it means the on-site work is less. You just resell our solution and you just combine the power and the power on and run the business. It's very easy and very convenient. And finally, I just want to introduce our DCM systems. I think maybe other OEM will just introduce the OEM. Actually, I do agree with our phrase. The DCM is very important in future data center. How to say? In the future, the people require data center more smart and support remote control and remote operations. So, the data center infrastructure management system is more important because this system can support remote control and also support the mobile app to just the monitoring systems. It means, in future, everything in the data center is under your control. Okay, next I just wanted to introduce about what we do in the data centers. What is Huawei's idea to construct a data center? Okay, Huawei's construction data center is just a standard components, modular architecture, and on-demand deployment, and phase investment. Standard components means our components is modularized. For example, our UPS is modular UPS. All the power module is modularized. It supports hot switchable and we can deploy on demand. And our modular architecture, our data center is just not like the traditional data center, just everything is mixed, such as air conditioner, it may be from one OEM, and the racks is from another OEM, the UPS from the third UPS. It's a mixed solution. Huawei can provide the modular data center one turnkey solution. Everything is modularized and everything is from Huawei. And the first one is just a modular data center rule. It means maybe we can deploy at the first of the business beginning. The requirement of the IT equipment is very slow. Maybe just several server storage and switches. But with the time passed, the business go up. We need more racks, more power, and more cooling to just hold this equipment. So we can build data center as modularized, maybe just one block by one block, one by one. So it's very convenient, and we can reduce the cost, the OPEX, the CAPEX at the first time. And finally, we just have the modular building. And we just now, I say, our solution is fabricated. Maybe just one container is enough. But in future, we can just stand one by one and go higher. This slide just show very clearly what's the benefits of the container solutions. As we see the left side of these pictures, as you see, this solution, we build this data center as the same time, on-site work and the factory work. Look, please pay attention to this slide. Look, all the work is finished in our factory by our professional worker, by our professional engineering. So it's much helpful to our partners. You don't need to do much work on site. Almost finished by Huawei. Okay, the right one is just before we deliver it to site, we all do pre-test in our factory. So on-site work is just power on and run business. It's also very fast to run business. Excuse me? Okay, this slide just shows multi-pass radio adapters. For our solution, we don't just strict requirement for the site. Maybe for some customers, site is difficult. But for our solution, we don't require less for the on-site. For example, we have the Wuxi Unicorn, we have the indoor solution, sorry. And the outdoor solution will be just with the warehouse. Even the outdoor, just the platform is okay for our solutions. So it's just a good solution for our customers because you don't just take much time to find a good site to host this data center. As I topic is just for AI to just max the data center for the total value of ownership. How can we do to just value out the increase the total value of ownership? Okay, we have three parts to do this part. The first one is for the power. As we know, the data center facilities have two critical components. One is the power, one is the cooling. For the power, we are due from the grid to the rack. All the power chain is monitored by our systems. From the grid generator and the ATS, and for the critical powers UPS, and the PDUs. All this is just very smart and monitored by our systems. What benefits can we bring to our customer? It means it's very easy to find what will happen in this data center and what the fault isolated. For example, maybe this generator is broken down. We are found it very quickly and we just isolate this generator and go this data center without hurt. And the third benefit of this solution is just before the components is break down, we just give you the preamp. I'll give you an example. As we know, in the UPS, we have the capacity and the resistance and even some fans, right? Before these fans, the capacity is end of life, maybe 5 years or 10 years. Our sister, our iPower this function, we will give you a message. Okay, sir, you have to replace this capacity because this capacity is end of life. So it will not happen for errors or fault in the data center. Okay, for iCooling, I think, as we know, this cooling is just for the capacity cooling the equipment in the data center. It's the main cost of electricity cost in this data center. So this function will just focus on how to save money for our customer and how to just reduce the PUE in this data center. Okay, how we do? Firstly, we just collect all the data in this data center. For example, the power load and where is the hot pot, which rack the power consumption is the maximum. And secondly, we just go to the analyze this data center. Then we just code it to the analyze, just give the basic solution, just to find out increase the capacity of the cooling system or just reduce the cooling systems. Just it means the power and the cooling is collected all the times. So use these functions, we can just save 80% to 50% energy consumption in data centers. Okay, The final one mentioned how to make our data center smart is just our R-managed systems. Our R-managed system is from different levels. From the component levels, we have different sensors to connect the different data. For example, the smoke sensor, the humidity sensor, temperature sensor, and the UPS plant specifications. And through our systems, we call the later equal to 6,000. Through our switch, go to our platform, AI cloud platform, and to analyze. We just go to our supervisor, our operators, to just make the best choice how to increase the benefits of this data center. Okay, this is just it's really short summary, just what we do for data centers. I have to admit, maybe for the modular data center, the capacity at the first time may be a little higher than the traditional data centers, as we can see for this slide. But let us think about maybe 5 years or 10 years. Just think about the OPEX. Just think about the OPEX of the traditional one. It's the most triple or 10 times than the modular one, because Huawei used a very intelligent solution just to reduce the cost of the labor, the cost of the electricals. So this is just how to say, the Huawei just provide better life, the better life cycle TVO and the high reliabilities. Okay, finally we just share some achievements about Huawei and our successful case all over the world. This just is the data from the third certification maybe for data center organizations. Shows for prefabricated data center, we are the #1 globally. And for the modular UPS, we are also the #1 globally. And for the modular data center, this is the indoor data center, maybe we are the #1 in China, top 3 in all over the world. And for the indoor cooling, we are the #1 in China, maybe in the world, maybe we are the top 5 or top 4. Okay? But we are keep going. We are keep going to find a new technology and find a new topology to increase the reliable and smartly of this data center. And this is just a successful case about Dubai Airport. Dubai Airport is just the globally #1 passenger transport all over the world in the Middle East. And below, the airport, they have the really strict, reliable, and security about data center. And as below in the Middle East, the temperature is really higher, and the cost of the labor is always higher. And most importantly, the customer requires we finish this data center maybe within 6 months. So we provide the container solution to our customer. This container solution, we just pass the uptime solution for the design and the construction. Both are tier 3 design, tier 3. And we deploy this from construction and to run business just 10 months, just more than 1,000 racks. And the PUE of this data center just 1.6. You know, in Middle East, 1.65 is very lower data in Middle East, because the outdoor temperature is very higher. The second story is about the Tencent. Tencent is just the top 5 OTT internet provider all over the world. WeChat is Tencent's main products. The Tencent is very concerned about the reliable and to run business, because you know, maybe at first the business of Tencent is very small, but with the time passed by, the business is going blooming very faster. So it requires maybe the data center at the first time the cost may be lower. So we provide the modular data center, use the modular UPS, and maybe at the first, maybe 2 or 3 power modules. And then finally we go to the 1.2 megawatt data centers. Okay, this is just our presentation for Huawei. Finally, I just want to thank for Nepal DC data center societies. And we, Huawei from here, we do believe Nepal data center opportunity will come out in the next 5 years because the cloud data center is coming. And we just want to work together to bring a very smart and intelligent data center to Nepal, and also do believe the data center with our discussion, with our keep going, the data center in Nepal will be more intelligent. Thank you so much.